A zipper locks 50 tiny teeth together in under a second, and it isn't hooks catching, it's one clever wedge. Every jacket, backpack, and pair of jeans is hiding the same small machine, and almost nobody can explain how it actually holds. It looks like magic. Pull a little tab, and two loose strips of fabric become one solid seam, strong enough to survive 100 washes. It isn't magic, and it isn't glue. It's pure geometry, engineered into a shape smaller than your fingernail. Let's cut one open and watch it work. Strip a zipper down, and you find three things. Two rows of identical teeth, each riveted to a strip of tape, and one small slider that rides along the teeth, pulled by its tab. That's the whole machine. No motor, no glue, no magnets. The teeth themselves aren't hooks at all. Look closely, and each one is molded with a bump on top and a matching hollow underneath. So a tooth from one row can nest into the gap between two teeth on the other row, like knuckles lacing together. Here's what most people assume: that the teeth just hook onto whatever tooth lines up as you pull, catching randomly like Velcro or a row of little claws. That's wrong. And it's actually the opposite of how a zipper stays reliable. If teeth grabbed randomly, the zipper would jam constantly and fail under any real load. Every tooth is identical, and none of them grab. The real trick isn't in the teeth at all. It's inside the slider gliding over them. Cut the slider open, and you'll find a tiny Y-shaped channel molded inside its metal shell. Two separate paths lead in, one from each row of teeth, and they merge into a single narrow channel at the front. As you pull the tab, the slider drags both rows of teeth into that funnel, and the Y-shape physically squeezes them together, forcing the bump on one tooth into the hollow of the next. There's no choice involved. The geometry does it, one tooth at a time, left, right, like fingers interlacing. Once two rows of teeth are meshed, something clever locks them in place. Each tooth is now cradled between two teeth on the opposite row, front and back. Pull sideways, and the neighboring teeth block the motion. There's nowhere for a single tooth to go. The only way to separate them again is to unwind them in that same one-at-a-time order, back through the narrow point of the slider. That's the whole secret. The seam isn't glued shut. It's mechanically interlocked, like a chain no single link can escape from sideways. Pull the slider the other way, and the same Y-channel does the opposite job. Instead of squeezing two paths into one, it takes the single meshed row and splits it back into two, peeling the interlocked teeth apart one pair at a time at that same narrow point. It's the identical piece of metal, just working in reverse. Proof that opening and closing a zipper are really the same trick, run forwards or backwards through one small wedge. This also explains why zippers jam on a loose thread or a flap of fabric. The slider's channel doesn't know the difference between a tooth and a stray bit of cloth. It will try to force anything caught in its path through that same narrow funnel. A thread gets wedged sideways, the teeth can't merge cleanly, and the slider locks up. It isn't a design flaw so much as the trade-off for a mechanism this simple. It interlocks whatever meets it at exactly the right point, no exceptions. So the next time a zipper glides shut in one smooth motion, forget the idea of hooks catching each other. What's really happening is a molded Y-shaped wedge forcing 50 identical teeth to interlace one by one into a seam that can't pull apart sideways, only unzip the way it zipped. No motor, no adhesive, just geometry doing exactly what it was shaped to do. If you'll never look at a zipper pull the same way again, that's the whole point of this channel. Stick around, we'll keep cutting things open.